present continuous. The present continuous, also called present progressive, is a verb tense which is used to show that an ongoing action is happening now, either at the moment of speech or now in a larger sense. The present continuous can also be used to show that an action is going to take place in the near future. Present continuous forms. The present continuous is formed using the verb to be, is, are, plus present participle. In present continuous, we form the present participle adding ing at the end of the root verb. Most verbs follow this rule. There are certain rules in the formation of the verbs in present continuous tense. 1. For most verbs, we just add ing at the end. For example, Tim is playing. The form of the verb playing comes from the verb play plus ing. 2. If the base verb ends in e, omit the e. For example, dance, dancing, come, coming. Example, Maria is dancing. Lola is coming. Number 3. If the base verb ends in consonant plus stressed vowel plus consonant, you only have to double the last letter. And of course, remember to add ing after doubling the last letter. Example, stop, stopping. Camila is stopping the traffic. Run, running. Jonathan is running in the park. Begin, beginning. And Carlos is beginning a new course. Note that this exception does not apply when the last syllable of the base verb is not stressed. For example, open and opening. There are other cases forming present participles in present progressive. For example, if the base verb ends in ie, change the ie to y and add ing. For example, lie, lying. The drivers are lying. Die, dying. The patient is dying. Now, using modal verbs can and could to make requests. Modal verbs are auxiliary verbs, also called helping verbs, like can, will, could, shall, must, would, might, and should. After a modal verb, the root form of a verb is generally used. Modal verbs add meaning to the main verb in a sentence by expressing possibility, ability, permission, or obligation. In this case, we are going to focus on the verbs can and could in order to ask something or make requests. Generally, the modal verb can is used to express ability, but you can also use it in sentences requesting something. You only have to use the modal verb can before the request, and the main verb does not change. In order to request, we generally use the interrogative form in which we start with the modal verb. Then we add the subject plus the main verb without change, and finally the complement. For example, can you help me with this bag? Could you tell me the price of these carrots and tomatoes? We can also use WH question words to make requests. Where can I find apples? Now, you can start using the verbs can and could in order to make requests. Let's continue with our lesson.